big welcome to you, Libra. Now, the full moon in your sign, right? In Europe and in some other schools, they say the full moon is in Virgo. But I did the readings yesterday for Virgo and I decided to do the reading for you because it's Aries, right? The sun is in Aries and opposite Aries is Libra. So, let's have a look into the ego, into, of course, ego. When I say ego, it's usually a little bit of an unhealthy I, right? And when I say self-conscious, you're self-conscious, then it's the healthy I. And Aries, right? The sun in Aries right now is bringing us into again the Emperor. And the Emperor for me, again, as you can see here, the Hermetic Tarot, where Mr. Wade and Mr. Crawley were in this secret brotherhood of the Golden Dawn and learned everything they had to learn. So they stepped out, created 1910 and 1944 their own deck. But why I'm showing this all the time is that you really understand the evolution of the tarot, or actually an understanding of a celestial movement that is shifting and changing all the time. As this reading is unique, there is no other moment like this, because sometimes it's degrees, sometimes it's minutes where the planets are stationed in the sign itself, right? And that can be with all the other planets millions of options, the same way that we have millions of options that the same reading comes up twice. So again, I am coming back to the black and white, because in the black and white we have, again, if I only have black, I don't see anything. If I only have white, I don't see anything. If black and white come together, a story can be told. There is contrast. Here I have this beautiful deck, right? This is from The Medicine Woman. And The Medicine Woman by Carol Bridges, right? What I really love about is that it gives us immediately solutions to each of these characters, or even negative cards, right? Then here we can see this is a German card. I don't have the English cards right here, but master, right, or mastery is this chief. And here we can see a mastery. You can literally stand here naked. You have all the four elements. You have the tree behind you. You're empowered, right? You don't need to abuse that power. And that's really what all of this is about, right? Don't abuse the power, because you already have it. Now, my yoga card, or tarot yoga card, is the meditation. And within it, he sits in front of the number 4, 1, 2, 3. The fourth window opens into the universe with the Mars, the planet, in behind it. Then I wanted to create more of the Tibetan awareness, right, in it, because the number 4, they always play or make these mandalas, very beautiful. Again, the square is masculine and the circular is feminine. And then what I wanted to add is the day and the night, the equinox, which started on the 20th of March, and that's when the sun moved into Aries. So we had an equal day and an equal night. We have again these 4 directions, these 4 elements that we are becoming empowered through when we understand them, right? And again, here in the center, the circle, we have all the colors, chakra colors: red, orange, yellow. I'm myself in the empowerment, because I do that myself. The heart chakra, the throat chakra, and then the purple is in the frame, and then the white going up, right? So this is me creating a card for the Aries, the sun in Aries today. The moon in your sign right now the full moon, of course, right? So the sun, which is in the ego, which is in the Aries, is highlighting you fully. You getting a full load of like, okay, who am I? What am I doing here? Where do I want to go? Right? What is all this about? I am. Who am I? Ego, identity, self. And of course, you as that balance, right? You holding the balance yourself. And like Aleister Crowley said, the world is not just. Usually it's called justice. The world is not just. Nature is not just. Nature is precise. Nature is giving us an opportunity to understand, if I fall off, if I'm not absolutely in my center, something is going to be off balance, right? So we have order, chaos, right? And this is when we look at this beautiful card again, right? The native Indian knew right away, the number 11 card, the two people, right? Naturally, because Mr. Crawley made this card number 8, he thought there was something that he understood to switch it around. And for me, it doesn't feel right. The number 8 is Leo, right? It is in the progression of the cards, there is Leo. There is not the Justice card before Leo, right? So again, we see here clearly how an harmonious awareness between male and female, but already in an age where they're older, they can hold this kind of empowerment in their hands because they live with everything around them in harmony. The Handel Tarot as well made the peacock feathers a very empowered symbol of an animal that is giving us, you have to be in your center, made 8 feathers. So it's a reference to what Crawley said. I mean, it used to be the card number 8. He turned it in card number no, sorry, it is the card number 11. He turned it into card number 8, but in the end, a lot of people don't want to take sides, so they put both into the card, right? So you can see that happening right here with your card. Now for me, I painted 2 cards. The first one is where I have the opportunity of a full moon, right? Full moon means the sun is shining onto the moon. Then I have not the solstice. I have where the moon is going in front of the sun. Right now I'm having a hole in my head, but the moon is going in front of the sun, and it's literally making it dark, right? But I can stay light within, so the plank position, the red line. Then I decided, okay, let me figure this even a little bit more out, and I wanted to put a position that is feminine, because this is a feminine card, right? Libra, Venus behind, she stands here with the namaste. She's holding the scale with in front of the heart. She's on her tiptoes, standing on the symbol. I made a little mistake here. It shouldn't be one straight line. It has to be, I have to paint it anyway one more time. The sword coming down into the third eye. The phases of the moon are precise, and that becomes a pillar. And down here we have the town, and we have again an equal day and night, right? An equinox. Here is the spring equinox, and here is the fall equinox, right? And again, today it feels very honest, very just, very clear, very empowered, when we are really fully in our center. And this is a big law. It's not that this is someone telling you this is how it is, right? It's nature letting you know this is how it is, right? Now to you, if you're born between September 12th to October 12th, you are the classical Queen of Swords. Again, check out your birthday down below, right? I have all the cards listed. You, very clear, all the women are connected to water, and air is connecting you to below your waist. You sometimes get quite emotional. Above, you're very clear, you have only one bird, and you have here the sword leading the way forward, right? And here again, the ego gets cut off, right? She is the one, she's so strong, she knows right away when someone is not really honest, not really clear. In the native Indian, you are the power place of arrows. It's not the swords, it's the arrows, and they also penetrate, right? So a thought can be very penetrating, can also kill in its way, right? She is connected up to the sun. She again has the connection to all the people. She gives the power, and here we see Nuit. This is the night, right? She is the stars. She is giving us that clear night up in the air, because she's air and water. So she is Nuit, and she's literally like a downward dog, very strong, very beautiful. Is she standing here with the sun, how it's placing itself? Once it's in summer, once in the equinox, and then again in the solstice, right? The two solstices, one solstice in summer, one solstice in winter, and here the equinox in the center. Okay. On a day like this, feel very much empowered, because we have Aries and Libra coming together. They opposite each other, and both of them have equal day, equal night, right? They have the equinox in their emotions, in their feelings as well, right? So as Libra, you are connected to Venus, and as a Venus, you are giving us beauty, a lot of beauty, a lot of, like, we love stylish, right? You're very stylish, you love it beautiful, you're very precise, you're diplomatic, you're an amazing energy, right? You are the one that says, okay, no. Then, of course, you're connected to the endocrine system, the glands and the hormones. And the body part is your hips, is your bladder, right? It's your kidneys. And of course, you are on a day like you like to eat fat, right? Because it's this air, very light energy, so we like to eat fat. I mean, more fatty things on a day like this. Then I want to give you here, I got a new oracle deck, the Creativity Oracle deck. And I will, on a full moon, give you a card, right? One oracle with that I'm going to work for with you. So I have two cards coming out for you. That's how it is. Two, again, two equal, right? We find the balance between the two. So have a look, right? See, what do you see when you look at these pictures? Or what do you feel? What comes up when you see this, right? I don't want to like overload you right away with a message. I want you to feel yourself what it is that you notice. Nice. This one, explore. Trust your imagination to help you journey through your inner landscape to find what you seek. Trust. Trust that you were born a creative being and have never stopped being one. This is number 8, number 14. Yeah? So have a look one more time, right? Explore, trust. I will use the Muse Tarot, right? It's a little more, I feel like it's a special day. It's, right, it's a full moon, and I want you to feel more like a muse, this card. It's not like this message is just like an everyday message. It's a message for a full moon, a special day like that. And when they come upside down, right, they don't count an upside card, which, right, if they do come out upside down, I will read it like the native Indian in the Medicine Woman. I will read it like it's not here yet, but it's coming. Okay. So, Libra, I am not a Libra. I am a Queen of Swords, though, and I have the Hermit in me. So I feel sometimes very connected to this reading. Four of Inspiration, very beautiful, because Four of Inspiration is Venus in Aries. Right, so when we look at it, Aries, meditation, being within, 4, right, and Venus, the planet behind you, the crossing in front where you're tiptoeing, the spirit to the material, the time and space crossing underneath, right? Pink, because it's the color of the oldest color they found in a fossil that was 1.1 billion years old. So Venus in Aries is making you feel complete, feel strong, because the 4 is chesed, right, on the tree of life. I'm still learning now all these chesed, right? This square, that's the stability. That's like a perfection within. You can literally sit in a strong foundation. They're up in the sky, but they're sitting on a rock. Then you have here the Ace of Inspiration, right? This is, again, when I meditate, when I understand Aries, I get this clear, empowered thought of action, creativity, change, also sex, a force or strength that is pushing forward, because this is affecting you very strongly, right? That the sun is highlighting, now the moon, right? This is a very beautiful force. Now here comes the Tower. And the Tower is a moment that says, have a look. You sit here on this rock, and now this rock is literally, maybe with this creative idea, completely dissolving. What is coming after that? The 7 of Emotions. Now the 7 of Emotions is Venus in Scorpio. So again, we have Venus in Aries, Venus in Scorpio. And Venus in Scorpio says, wow, I have options. I can do more than I could think of. Here I have options. Here I have emotional options that maybe break open, right? When this Tower moment, which is coming right after the Devil, the card number 16, and this is card number 7. Makes it the card number 7, right? 7, 7. You see that? So the 7, the Tower, is bringing all of a sudden an awareness that everything is literally, in the end, an illusion. We think that we can actually choose, and by the way, we realize somehow we are not really choosing that. Now, when I place the cards, I have Explore, and Explore is going out, being active, being absolutely creative, being part of, yes, I want to go, and from the colors, they really fit, right? Here you are on the water, you're exploring, you're saying, let me go out there. Now, this cards with trust is also somehow fitting with the colors, because it's saying no matter what's happening, trust something deep within, right? The seven is a higher spiritual force, and you start becoming aware in the seventh chakra that, okay, I've got to learn to come into a balance, right, between exploring and trusting, exploring and trusting. You see that? It's so interesting, right? So now we have two sides, right? We have this side, right, the exploring. You're exploring in the Venus in Aries, right? You're exploring, and you are learning to trust in Scorpio, right? Scorpio, or Venus in Scorpio. Wow, really cool. So again, the two sides says it's always a state of how do we balance life, right? How can we balance life? Well, only when we become a true muse of materials. Interesting enough, it's saying you, a air sign, has to come down to earth. You who like to be up there flying, you need to come down. And that's what this is doing, right? Is showing you, hey, this thing up here, right, that you sitting on, this can crumble any moment because of a new creative idea. This can crumble because of a new way of looking at something, because I am emotionally seeing many more options all of a sudden, right? And then what's happening? This crumbles to something new, earthy. This is the muse of materials. This is Taurus. A Taurus is here who is stable, who's strong, who is rooted, right? Coming underneath. And I will put this exactly into the center of these, right? Because you have the option. You go here or you go there, right? Very cool. See, this is what I love now. Like having these readings, and look what's coming out again. The Muse of Voices. Exactly. So here you have a King of Pentacles, right? A Taurus. And here you have now the Muse of Voices. You have exactly the male opposite of the female. You are the Queen of Swords, and this is the King of Swords, an Aquarius, right? Here's an Aquarius coming, telling you, come into your center between male and female. Exactly yin and yang, right? Yin and yang, right? So you have these two opposites, and then look at this. So if it's on the side, but I will put it straight, then, sorry, put it straight, then the Ace of Material is coming to you. Very beautiful. Wow, this is so cool, right? I think I'm almost gonna end it here. I feel like this new creative idea, making a decision now between, am I going for this inspiration, or am I breaking everything apart, right? Am I going for this exploring something, trusting your imagination to help you journey through your inner landscape to find what you seek? Or am I trusting, right? Trust that you were born a creative being and have never stopped being one. then you can make money with that. Trust that. I put that underneath. And then here, okay, there comes still 7 of voices, right? And that is Jupiter in Aquarius, right? When now you adding the masculine part within you, and the financial situation is all of a sudden clear, you know, you are gonna be making money. You have to be careful not to place yourself into this masculine wheel of fortune that's questioning everything, right? Just become aware, just become conscious about it, right? Don't allow that to play you. Now I'm just going to see if a clarification comes for those 7s, this Tower, the emotions, and the 7 of voices. Because everything else is pretty clear, pretty good. The 7 higher chakra, right? Going almost above the 3rd eye, where she holds literally this balance, right? It's like you have that inner eye. You are learning to trust in your meditation what wants to come to you, the information. So you don't need to doubt it. And of course now I lifted it up, and what's underneath is the Hierophant. Hierophant is Greek for the high priest, and the high priest is here to teach us. It's like his job. He's here to learn everything about spirituality, so he can be the transmitter. He can be like a mediator, telling us how he has seen it and inspire us to hopefully seek the same thing, right? But the beautiful thing in all of this is that it's saying, and it's very interesting, right? So we have here in Explore the number 8. And here we have number 5. And the Hierophant is the number 5. So it's almost like this is saying, yeah, trust, like the Hierophant is trusting the message that's coming down to him, because he's a spiritual leader. So the 7 of Tower, the 7 of emotions, the 7 of voices, are literally giving him the test, because 7 is Netzach. It's the higher spirituality. It's testing him, right? Now, in the 8, which is you formerly, right? You were the 11, but people say also you were the 8. I put this like this, right? Then you know that you have in the exploring almost these, sorry, so in exploring I would do it like this. See that? The sun is coming. I'm like, okay, beautiful day today. Okay, then I have this. You see this? 777. And it's the 5, of course. Trust is the 5. Yeah, it's the 5. And here we have the Hierophant, the 5. Right? So this is trusting is a test, always. Even a high priest, he has to learn how to trust. And the high priest, the 5, this is also connected to the 5, right? To the Hierophant. He has to trust. He has to learn to discern, right? All the time. Is this just a test? Or right? Sometimes in the face of really a lot of difficulties, particularly a tower moment, it's not easy. But in the tower moment, we are tested of exactly those two sevens again, right? Nevertheless, here 7 is, it's an effort that's not leading anywhere. It's sometimes even being a little bit of a deceptive, a little bit of a liar, right? Like making yourself sound good in all this mush of emotional options, and it's not really, you know, but it's again, it's a test. It's really a test. So I just want to know, what is this test about? I mean, I can see 5-5, right? It's the test about trusting your creative outlet in a spiritual endeavor, because the Hierophant, the High Priest, so trusting that the spiritual will come in his way versus exploring an independence, an action, an ace, and yeah, it's very interesting here, right? In a way, you like ask, are you going to go spiritual or are you going to go material? Because there's the ace of material, right? Are you going to go spiritual or are you going to go material? Because in a way, you have also the muse of materials, right? And you have the muse of inspiration, of voices. So it's like very two opposite energies again. Let's see what's coming out. Uniting them, of course, would be the best, right? Knowing that if you trust, you can also explore. Wow, cool. A new beginning. This is here because you are beginning completely new. A new cycle. A new cycle is here, so you can trust again. You have learned here in this exploring, right? You have learned to see more than the eye can see. You have seen from within. You have seen from within, right? And so it's a new beginning. The tower had to come. This had to break apart for you to begin fresh. And here's the 5 of fire. Another 5, right? So you have 5, Hierophant, 5, and 5, so that you can trust again. You begin new so you can trust again. This is the message, right? So all of this has been rightfully so. This message is here for you to grow, to learn. There's always options. You always have 2 ways. Why did you get 2? In the, usually I take only 1, but 2 came out. So here you are having the option between explore or trust. And the trust, look at this beautiful peacock. Like I said, in this card, there is the peacock feather as well. So there has been something done to your card already. The tarot card by Crowley was shifted, saying, no, it's not an 11, it's an 8. So, see that? Can you trust that? You have to trust it yourself. There is a peacock, and here are the peacock. You see that? Crazy. Wow, 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 wow. So the message, quite interesting, right? It's really coming down. It's really coming down. Okay, what's at the base here? 7. Another 7. Then you are able to have valor, right? to value yourself and to really know that I did pass through these obstacles and I reached no matter what. I did go for this step, right? The 7. I went through all my difficult emotional, like illusional thing. I went through all my difficulty of the spiritual, the mental, right? I had that tower coming. It's just broke everything apart. And I know it was for a good thing. It was for a spiritual trusting. And here you are learning to be a valor, be again, no matter what's happening, you just keep going, right? Netzach, the higher spiritual. Because the fire here, it says the enthusiasm stays the same. You don't get broken down by no one. And that's the message here, right? You go and have to understand that everything is about growth. And I just look at this card at the bottom and I just feel that it's saying yes. It's 1 and 9 is 10. And 10 is the wheel of fortune which comes before you. The wheel of fortune, Jupiter is turning and twisting and you cannot do anything about it. This is something you've got to grow about. Feel open, willing and proud of your desire to explore new opportunities for self-development, right? So here I bring you into your center. Yeah, you learn to trust. No, sorry, it was the other way. You learn to explore. You learn to trust, and that makes you grow. That's it. I will put this in the center, the big deck here. It will bring you to a most amazing place. This reading again is so special. It's saying, yeah, that just explore and trust, and explore and trust, explore and trust, step by step, right? Playing constantly with stand or on your tiptoes, palms in namaste. Just trust, trust, trust that you hold always the answer within you. Wow, that's it. Well, meditate on it, look at each card and say, okay, what do I want to learn here, right? What is the story that is talking to me here? And each card speaks to you in its own way, in your subconscious. So look at it, pick one, make it strong, right? Trust this new beginning, right? The Fool, look at him, he's so cute. He's just like blowing his horns and saying, here I am, I'm going to begin again. Because I, no matter what, learned to go from 5, right? 5 is Saturn in Leo, right? Strive, going through each conflict and becoming now here the horse yourself, right? Have the enthusiasm to continue. No matter what is happening to you, we got to get up and continue again. Super. Wow, see you in the next reading. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy these beautiful days. It's supposed to be really, really warm here. Then I see you in a month again. Thank you for watching. Namaste.